My greetings to everyone. A very happy International Women's Day. Today we will be talking specifically about the women entrepreneurial schemes which are launched by the Government of India in order to make empowerment of the women and towards a gender equality. So let's start with the Annapurna scheme. The Annapurna scheme aims to fulfill the needs of the senior citizens who, despite being eligible, have not received the benefits under the National Old Age Pension Scheme by avoiding and providing the food security of 10 kg of the food grains is to be given to the beneficiary of the Annapurna scheme free of cost every month. The aim to provide the food security to satisfy the needs of the elderly people who are qualified but have not received the benefits. The Annapurna scheme is specialized and financial assistance program designed to support the women entrepreneurs in food catering industry. Now this particular initiative, which is aimed to enabling the women to start or expand their catering business by providing them with the necessary capital to purchase the kitchen equipment and the tools. Now definitely there are some very good features which are associated to make the women empowerment a reality. However, it's very important to note that these specific data are actually very important to be highlighted because it would require the access to the latest reports which are published by the Government of India in order to exhibit that how they have actually glorified the role and make the women more independent. The Annapurna scheme aims to empower the women by providing them the financial assistance to establish the food catering business and the units. This initiative schemes to foster the entrepreneurship amongst the women, enabling them to contribute to their family income and achieve the economic independence. Initially mentioned as being administered by the State Bank of Mysore, the scheme is actually available through the various public sector banks across India. It falls under the umbrella of initiatives promoted by the Government of India to encourage the women entrepreneurship. The scheme offers a loan that can actually cover the cost of kitchen equipments and the other essential tools which are actually required to run a catering business. The maximum loan amount and the specific terms can vary slightly between the different banks but generally aim to meet the startup or expansion cost effectively. The loan typically needs to be repaid in 36 monthly installments, making it a very short to medium term financial commitment for the beneficiaries. The applicants are required to provide a guarantor and the assets of the business which needs to be pledged as a collateral to secure the loans. Now this particular requirement is aimed at mitigating the risk of lending institutions and ensuring the commitment of the entrepreneurs to the venture. The primary target of the Annapurna scheme is women entrepreneurs in the food and the catering industry. This includes those looking for a new startup, a business, as well as those who are already operating in this sector. They are actually seeking the funds for expansion. Now, by facilitating access to the finance for the women, the scheme plays a very crucial role in economic empowerment, enabling them to start and grow their business in competitive food industry. Now, the scheme is designed to be accessible through the public sector banks with the efforts made to simply the application process. Now, this includes the minimal documentation and the guidance provided by the banks to the applicants. The interested women entrepreneurs can actually apply for participating in the public sector banks, and they would need to present a detailed business plan along with other required documentation as specified by the bank. The achievement and the goals of the Annapurna scheme has actually supported the numerous women entrepreneurs across India in establishing or expanding their catering business. While exact number regarding the total beneficiaries might vary annually, the scheme has made a very significant stride in promoting the women entrepreneurship in the food industry. The ongoing goal of the scheme is to reach more women entrepreneurs, particularly in the rural and the semi-urban areas, to ensure the broad economic participation and the empowerment. The number of women benefited. There are some specific updates which show a substantial rise in the number of women who have been benefited by the Annapurna scheme. The financial support from the Annapurna scheme has enabled the woman to specifically and successfully venture into the food catering business, contributing to the local economies and community well-being. Now, besides supporting the women entrepreneurs, the scheme has also played a very significant role in the job creation within the catering and the related industry. This particular scheme stands out a targeted effort to support the women in the food industry, reflecting a commitment to gender equality and economic empowerment through entrepreneurship. Now let's see another scheme, the Stree Shakti packages for the women entrepreneurs. Now this scheme provides a loan up to 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs for women for doing a business. So let's elaborate into the particular scheme. The Stree Shakti package for the women entrepreneurs is a very specialized lending scheme which has been offered by the public sector banks in India, aimed at empowering the women in the business sector. Now this initiative seeks to address the financial challenges faced by the women entrepreneurs and provide them with a supportive framework to start and expand their business. Now, definitely the Stree Shakti packages, they are having very important features to empower the women entrepreneurs. The primary goal of the Stree Shakti package is to promote the entrepreneurship amongst the women by offering them financial products with favorable terms. Now, this includes lowering the lower interest rates, processing charges, and making it easier for the woman to access the capital needed to grow their business. Now, administered by this particular scheme is offered through the public sector banks across India, ensuring the wide accessibility for the women entrepreneurs from the varied regions and the sectors. Now, the financial support and the benefits of the scheme are as follows. The interest rate concessions. One of the key features of the Stree Shakti package is the provision of concessions on interest rates for the loans. To qualify, the business must be more than 50% woman-owned, which shows a very clear feature that it is a woman-centric scheme. For loans availed under the Mudra scheme, which is a part of the broader initiative to support the micro and the small enterprises, no security is required up to a certain limit. Now, this particularly the beneficial for the small scale business entrepreneurs who may not have the sufficient collateral, the reduced processing charges. The scheme also offers the advantage of lowering the processing charges, further reducing the cost of securing a loan for the business purpose. The Stree Shakti package is specifically designed for the women entrepreneurs. The scheme aims to cater to those who own and control more than 50% of the shares in their enterprises, thereby ensuring that the benefits directly empower the woman in the business world. By providing easier access to the finance, the scheme contributes significantly to the economic empowerment of the woman. It supports their participation in the economic development of the country, fostering a gender equality in the business sector. Accessibility. Given its availability through the public sector banks, the Stree Shakti package is accessible to the women entrepreneurs across India. The scheme is designed to ensure that the woman can easily avail these financial services to start up or scale up their business. The interested applicants can actually approach any public sector bank to inquire about Stree Shakti packages. The application process involves submitting a business plan and other necessary documents as required by the banks, following which the loan terms, including the interest rates and the concessions, are determined. Now let's see the impact. The Stree Shakti package has enabled numerous women entrepreneurs to establish and grow their business by elevating some of the financial burdens associated with the loans. While specific data on the number of beneficiaries and the total amount disbursed would actually depend on the periodic updates from participating banks, the scheme is acknowledged for its role in promoting the women entrepreneurship. The future vision. The ongoing objective of the Stree Shakti package is to further enhance the woman access to the financial resources, thereby supporting more women in realizing their entrepreneurial ambitions and contributing to the economic landscape. The Stree Shakti package for the women entrepreneurs stand as a testament to the Indian government commitment to actually support the women in the business, recognizing the pivotal role they play in the economic development and the pursuit of gender equality. Let's see the next scheme, the Mahila Udyam Nidhi scheme. The Women Entrepreneurship Fund or Mahila Udyam Nidhi scheme empowers the Indian woman by funding the business startups. The economic independence will boost the economy by encouraging more women to start the enterprises. The business develop with the money and jobs from the plan. Now, the objectives of the Mahila Udyam Nidhi scheme. The program teaches the women business entrepreneurs and the owners how to run their own firms. The Mahila Udyam Nidhi scheme fosters the women entrepreneurs via innovation and ingenuity. It removes the obstacles to credit for the women, making the business environment more accessible and active for everyone. The Mahila Udyam Nidhi scheme is a pivotal initiative by the Government of India, specially designed to support and empower the women entrepreneurs. Administered by the Small Industry Development Bank of India, that is SIDBI, along with the public sector banks. This particular scheme is targeted at women looking to start or expand their business in the small scale sector. Now, basically this particular scheme, the objectives are, the primary aim of this particular scheme is to promote the entrepreneurship amongst the women by addressing the financial challenges they face. Now it seeks to empower the women entrepreneurs by providing them with the necessary capital to set up the new projects or expand the existing ones in the small scale industries sector, thereby fostering the economic growth and generating employment. The scheme is managed by SIDBI, implemented through various public sector banks. SIDBI being the principal financial institution for the promotion, financing and the development of MSME sector, it ensures that the scheme reaches its intended beneficiaries effectively. Now the funding mechanism. The Mahila Udyam Nidhi scheme offers the soft loans that include the developmental assistance to help bridge and the equity gap faced by the women entrepreneurs. This is a very crucial for the startups and the business enterprises that may not have the sufficient collateral or the equity to ensure the traditional loans. Now, the scheme provides the loans at a concessional interest rates compared to the standard commercial rates, making it more affordable for the women to finance their business ventures. Longer repayment periods. understanding the particular challenges and the uncertainties associated with a small scale business, especially those led by the woman, the scheme offers the loans with longer repayment periods. Now, this provides a cushion for the entrepreneurs to establish their business without the immediate pressure of the loan repayment. The scheme specifically targets the women entrepreneurs who are looking to set up or expand their small-scale business. By focusing on the woman, the scheme aims to address the gender disparity in entrepreneurship and promote the woman economic empowerment. By providing access to affordability financing, the Mahila Udyam Nidhi scheme plays a very significant role in empowering women entrepreneurs. This not only helps in promoting the gender equality within the realm of the business, but also contributes to the job creation and economic development. To ensure that the scheme is accessible to its target demographic, the SIDBI and the Public Sector Bank work towards making an application process straightforward and the user-friendly. The women entrepreneurs can approach SIDBI or any other participating public sector banks to avail the schemes. The process involves submitting a detailed business plan along with the necessary documentation as specified by the bank. The plan should clearly outline the nature of the project, the amount required, and the business potential for the growth and sustainability. Now let's see the impact. The Mahila Udyam Nidhi scheme has actually successfully supported the numerous women-led enterprises across the various sectors within the small-scale industry. The specific data on the number of business supported and the total amount dispersed would vary. The overarching impact of the scheme is reflected in an enhanced participation of the women in entrepreneurship. The future vision. The ongoing goal of the scheme is to continue empowering the women entrepreneurs, thereby ensuring a more inclusive and equitable economic landscape. SIDBI and the public sector banks are continuously striving to reach more women across the country, helping them to overcome the financial barriers and realize their entrepreneurial ambitions. The Mahila Udyam Nidhi scheme represents a very critical step towards the financial inclusion and the economic empowerment of the women in India. By offering the tailored financial solutions, the scheme not only aids in establishment and the growth of women-led small business, but also contributes significantly to the broader economic development and the job creation efforts in the country. Now let's see the seventh and the last scheme, the Bharatiya Mahila Bank. The Bharatiya Mahila Bank ensured that everyone could open a bank account and meet the Indian woman financial requirement. Now, this bank empowered the woman by providing the targeted financial services, assisting the women-led enterprises, and encourage the entrepreneurship. The bank promoted a gender awareness and the financial education to help the women make a better financial decisions. By providing specialized banking services and the resources, the Bharatiya Mahila Bank enabled the rural and the urban women participate in the economy. Now, this made the financial opportunities more equitable for men and women. The bank advised and funded the women-owned business. The Bharatiya Mahila Bank amalgamated with the State Bank of India in 2017. And for the current information, we need to actually dwell into the publications of the State Bank and to get the actual data. The Bharatiya Mahila Bank Business Loan, initiated under the aegis of Bharatiya Mahila Bank, which has now merged with the State Bank of India, it represents a very significant stride towards fostering the women entrepreneurship in India. This particular scheme underscores the Indian government commitment actually to support the women enterprises, particularly in the sectors like retail, manufacturing and the microcredit organizations. Now, following the merger, the State Bank of India has actually continued this legacy, ensuring that the women entrepreneurs have actually a good access to the necessary financial resources. Now, definitely we have certain objectives of this particular scheme. The main aim of the Bharatiya Mahila Bank business loan is to empower the women entrepreneurs by providing them with the financial support required to start and expand their business. This initiative focuses on the sectors where the women have traditionally been active or have shown some keen interest in developing the enterprises like retail manufacturing, service-oriented business like beauty parlors, catering services and daycare centers. Now initially offered by Bharatiya Mahila Bank, the scheme now falls under the purview of the State Bank of India, and following the merger, the State Bank of India has taken up the mantle of continuing providing specialized financial products tailored for the business enterprises. Next is your sector-specific loans. The scheme offers the loan specifically designed to meet the needs of the women entrepreneurs in the various sectors. Now, targeted at the women who wish to start and expand the beauty parlors and the salon services. This category acknowledges the growing beauty industry and the woman's significant role in it, that is Shringar. Then we have Annapurna, aimed at supporting the women in the catering services industry. This facilitates the women who are looking for scaling up their food-related business, including the small eateries, catering services, etc. The next is your Parvarish, which is designed for the woman interested in establishing and upgrading a daycare center for the preschools, recognizing the importance of quality childcare services. This loan category helps the woman contribute to the early childhood education and the care. Collateral-free loans. One of the scheme most notably features is the provision of collateral-free loans up to a certain limit. So there is made a possibility through a credit guarantee fund trust for the micro and small enterprises, that is CGTMSE scheme, which aims to strengthen the credit delivery to MSME and enhance their accessibility to the credit without the burden of providing collateral. The primary target of the Bharatiya Mahila Bank business loan are women entrepreneurs who are into a real manufacturing, service sectors, and those who wish to expand their existing business in those domains. Now, by facilitating the access to the credit, the scheme significantly contributes to the economic empowerment, and it enables them to become financially independent and play a more active role in the economic development of the country. Now, given the scheme administration by the State Bank of India, it is widely accessible across the country. The women entrepreneurs can actually approach any SBI branch to avail themselves of the benefits offered by this business loan. Now, the process involves filing out an application and submitting a necessary documents, including a business plan that outlines the nature of the business, the investment needed, the projections for the growth and sustainability. The application is then reviewed and the loans are disbursed based on eligibility and their business viability. The Bharatiya Mahila Bank business loan has supported the numerous women-led enterprises, thereby fostering the entrepreneurship among the women and contributing to job creation and economic growth. Continuing with the initiative, the State Bank of India aims to further expand its reach and support to the women enterprise, ensuring that more women can realize their entrepreneurial ambitions and contribute to the nation's prosperity. The Bharatiya Mahila Bank business loan, now under the State Bank of India, exemplifies a focused effort to reduce the financial beneficiaries faced by the women entrepreneurs offering them a platform to thrive and succeed in their entrepreneurial ventures. Thank you so much.